Now we're going to cover creating a zone. So you can do this by either copying from a map or from importing your customers and then drawing zones around those dots. So I've come to this page from the mapping resources page menu. I can expand the routes tree on the right hand side panel, expand DOM, turn on W101. Depending on how many stops you have on the run, it can take a little while to display. Have a good section around the North Shore. On the routes tree, I have a series of buttons. One of them is a pencil. If I hover my mouse over it, it says Draw New Zones. If I click on that, it'll bring up a little menu up the top. We want to be drawing a shape. You want to try and follow along street center lines if you can. Don't worry if you don't get it right the first time. You can always come back and change it. We'll click along Dumaresque Street, come down behind St. John's Avenue. Make sure I get all of St. John's Avenue in. And drag the map by holding the mouse button. Come up to Cecil Street. And if I want to close off the zone, I can double click, like so. Then I can click back on the little hand icon for stop drawing. Then when I click on the zone itself, anywhere in it, that's not a dot, it'll bring up this pop-up, which allows me to then name the zone. So if you can either keep in line with your route naming convention or come up with another one if you like, W10101. This is going to be a driver zone, so we change it to driver zone. And then we press save. So that's now saved that zone. If we want to make any changes to that zone, we can come into the zone areas page. We can find W101. You can see that it's created this one here, W101-01, created in map. I can click on that and I can make all the other changes that I need to, like setting the service code, setting colors if I want to pick a boundary color. As well as that, once I've set the service code, I can also set the route. So you can have multiple zones per route, but we know that this one's going against W101, like so. So after you've drawn each zone, it's always advised to reload the mapping page. Now if I open up my driver zone tree, I can see I have a DOM Monday zone. It's given me that W10101. If I zoom to marker by clicking this button here, now I can see all of those changes have saved. If I want to maintain that further, I now have this link to take me to the maintenance page for any further changes needed. And that's how you draw a zone.